Women in the history of mankind, always identified as a weak being. Although some communities will disagree with this statement, but historical facts always say so. So it is not surprising that even in the form of popular culture, like for example a movie, novels and comics, especially romance genre fiction, it always portrays a woman as a weak creature, which in the development of the story must be saved by characters who act appropriately. A prince who rescued a princess from the Valley of Misery. This pattern is always repeated and repeated through the ages. For example, in the stories included in the Disney Princess universe. For example, from the age of Cinderella to the story of Rapunzel, the pattern remains the same. A princess saved by a handsome romantic man. This is different from anime. If you look carefully at the characters in the famous anime series in the world, most of this series features a woman. Yes, it can be said even stronger than the male characters who are the main characters in the series. We can take an example such as the character Makise Kurisu in anime Steins Gate, which is obviously much more genius, compared to Okabe Rintaro, who is the main character in this Steins Gate anime. Then there's also Mikasa Ackerman, which is much stronger than Irian Yeager in its human mode in the anime. And Yor Forger are much crueler than Yor Forger in anime Spy X Family. And so many other characters like this inside the anime. And back to our question, why did this happen? First thing you guys should know is, some anime series that I've mentioned before, it's an anime that has demographics and shonen segmentation, aka these series are aimed at teenage boys. So it is very natural that we can see the women in the series featured as a strong character, and even the female characters companion this main character. In the anime called Heroine, which means female warrior. Yes, very clear, a heroine should be able to keep up or even stronger of the hero himself. Another example is contained in the superhero stories directed by Marvel, and DC Comics are also the same. There are so many female superheroes featured in their universe that are shown to be very strong and even more intelligent than the main character. Whereas if we read manga or watch anime genre shoujo, aka anime or manga that has the emography intended for teen girl, the story shown is no different from the stories shown in Disney princess films. Yeah, from studying and analyzing this we can get to conclusions about major differences in how the brain structure of women and men works. If we refer to fictional demographics, women prefer to imagine and fantasize that one day there will be a prince who saved him from his evil, and the bitterness of life, as well as the difficulty of reality and despair. That's the apparent reality of this, and obviously the concept of an independent woman that is widely echoed on social media today is actually contrary to the basic imagination of a woman. Yes, I can say, what is echoed? Independent women and emancipation out there, as if they were just deceiving themselves with their ideals. See, when the female superhero movies were written and worked by a woman, what happened is that we can see in the movie She-Hulk, where this movie was heavily criticized because it does not show a female superhero like a superhero. Because a lot of people say that men don't have to harass women because they can do it themselves. The imagination of a man is the opposite. A guy always yearning for A woman who will become his partner who can also be a partner in everything. Being a heroine who helps the main character face the rigors of life and defeated his enemies. And a place to complain from the despair that whack. Men have always longed for strong and independent women, but weak at the same time, and still respect your husband as a leader. Yes, for this last point is what distinguishes the heroine characters in anime and manga with heroine characters in other fictional. The heroines in the anime, even though they were very strong, very intelligent, and very independent, even more than the main character, but as a female character, they still respect the main character, obey the command of the main character, and willing to do anything to help the main character. This is what for me is very in accordance with the teachings of Islam. Yes, where Islam says that a man is the leader in for the family. No matter how great a woman becomes the wife of her husband, still husband is the captain in wading through the dark ocean of life. For example, is in one of the scenes in the anime Steins Gate, where Makise and Kurisu keep trying hard, practice cooking, though everyone also knows that he can't cook. She also appears in one of the scenes, caught on camera, make coffee, to Okabe Rintaro as the main character in this anime. And when Okabe desperately saves his childhood friend Mayuri, Makise keep giving the best advice to Okabe, which makes the end. Problems that befall the Okabe can be solved well. Yor Forger in anime Spy X Family is also like that. Even though he was strong, he still gives the best advice when it comes to parenting and how to educate Yor Forger's children, because he also has a little bit of experience when he took care of his sister if he was a child. This was very helpful for Lloyd in his role as a good father character for Anya in this anime. Mikasa Ackerman also, even though he was an Ackerman, one of the strongest clans in the universe Attack on Titan, but he still tried to save Eren when he fell into the abyss of darkness as a villain that raised and flattened the entire world into dirt with his cruelty. Yes, even though he finally did not manage to save Eren from the darkness that fell on him, become a villain, but in the end, Mikasa has tried hard with all the power and her ability to save Eren of the destiny that comes with it. Yes, those are some examples, scenes inside the anime that imply about how the role of a heroine in supporting ideals and also even saving the main character of the mistakes they make or make sure their path remains the best path in achieving their goals. This is what is taught in Islam about how to actually a family that is a relationship, partnership between husband and wife, and also in educating their children to achieve happiness in this world and the hereafter. Maybe that's what we talked about today. Why Makise and Kurisu, Mikasa and Yor Forger are stronger than the main characters, but they still obey the main character. May be useful for you, and don't forget to like, subscribe, and if you guys have any other opinions on why is it like that, you can add in the comments section. And word assalamu alaikum warahmatullahi wabarakatuh. Inshallah, we meet again in the next videos.